At this time, I'd like to introduce our on-brand women chief encouragement officers, hashtag CEOs, Kim Henderson joining from Charlotte and Glenda Harrison joining from Dallas. Ladies.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so happy to see so many of you in our wonderful Zoom community.
My heart is truly full today as I see all of the friends that have logged on, old friends, newer friends. It is just an amazing thing when you can see this come together in this way. And I'm just grateful for everybody's support. Thank you so much for being here. Glenda and I are honored that you took time out of your busy schedules to come and party with us just for a moment to launch the OnBrand Women Empower Hour. This is an empowerment hour that we intend to have monthly, except for December, because we know what happens in December. It's crazy. But every month we want to get together on the second Sunday for 1 hour just to support and encourage one another. OnBrand Women is all about cultivating a dynamic community of women who are embracing their personal brands to achieve greater life purpose and impact. Women who are ready to lead with courage and confidence and leave a positive imprint in their communities. I want to start off by sharing a little bit about the origins of the OnBrand movement. And then Glenda will highlight our core focus areas for today. So as I go back to a little bit over 1 year ago, OnBrand Women was conceived over brunch during a trip that Glenda and I made to see my son, Vincent, who I can't believe is now a junior in college right now out in Arizona at ASU. We had, during that brunch, a very intense and honest conversation about our experiences as women, and also the broader issue about the challenges regarding the current position of women in society. It was in those moments and that conversation that we recognized that the stories of women are not that different from one another. We are all beautifully talented and full of light, looking for ways to overcome personal and societal barriers that often keep us from living out in alignment with our unique brand and authentically. And so now we know, with the lid lifted from the impacts of the pandemic, it has become even more clear to us the challenges that are facing women. We are busy, but perhaps not thriving at our full potential. We're present, but struggling to make an impact. And the fantastic news, though, is that the shaping and manifestation of this vision has evolved into what we hope will be a new movement for women. OnBrand Women was created to give women space, clarity, context, and the tools that they need so that they can show up authentically and walk in their truth. We help women discover their life's purpose and to live on brand. Today, we are thrilled to invite each of you into a community of women that will support and encourage you as you move through your journey of this wonderful life and you continue to say yes to yourself.
Thanks, Kim, for sharing our really cool but poignant origin story. I really love the emphasis of saying yes to yourself. What I'm also stoked about is this OnBrand Empower Hour. Let's face it, ladies, we all know that there are lots of women's empowerment and personal development books and classes and TEDx talks available today to help us figure out how to level up. But the thing is, once we read that book or take that class or listen to that TEDx talk, many of us are left only with our own devices, our own willpower, motivation, ability to self-start, or simply be accountable to the work that's often required to achieve the change we are seeking. So we believe that this Empower Hour is going to be a game changer for women in the space of personal development. Because no matter where we are entering or how we are entering, you could be a recent college grad trying to find your professional footing, or a millennial trying to find your best career path, or an empty nester finally trying to pursue your dream, or someone newly or nearly retired trying to figure out what's up next. And I also have to add this, you may also be someone fully employed, but disenfranchised or disenchanted about your status quo. So for all of these women and more, this Empower Hour is an accountability friend, an inclusive space where we as women can come together to support each other, celebrate each other, compare notes, and ladies, even have some fun. Let's face it, we are all on a journey of evolving. In fact, I once heard someone say that your life is always speaking to you, but you have to determine whether to change direction or stay the course. But one thing that we all know is that there is no transformation, ladies, or reward without doing the work. And I think Rihanna may have said it best: work, work, work,
Work, work, work, work, work, work. See me always work, work.
So it is Kim's and my hope that these Empower Hours will become sort of an accountability hug for women, a time to come together for 1 hour to get that much needed dose of motivation and affirmation as we begin for some and continue for others to do the work. 4 pillars of this work that we use to anchor ourselves at OnBrand Women are courage, confidence, purpose, and impact. Because we know that when we have the winds of these 4 pillars at our backs, ladies, there's nothing that can stop us. Yes, we hear about influencers shaping and changing the landscapes of fashion and makeup, social change, and culture. Well, how would you feel if you became the next influencer in your home, within your family, on your job, and around your community? That's what living on brand can do for you. It can give you the courage and confidence to break down barriers and the clarity to walk in your purpose as you lay a wonderful trail of impact. So ladies, we invite you to join this movement to become an on-brand woman, a woman on purpose, on fire, on brand. So let's do this. Kim, this might be a great time to introduce our amazing Empower Hour team.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to introduce these fabulous ladies to you. This is the Empower Hour team, and we know over time that it will continue to grow and flourish. These ladies have been rowing hard for the past several weeks to help bring this all to fruition. So we have Rhea, our masterful mistress of ceremonies. Jacqueline, who is our chief cheerleader. There she is. Say something, Jacqueline.
Welcome, everyone. Hi.
We have Charlene Tolbert joining us from Baltimore, who is our Chief Movement Officer. Charlene, you want to say hey?
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
And then we have Dawn, who is our Chief Production Officer. She's also from Baltimore. You want to say hi, Dawn?
Hi, beautiful.
Awesome. I'm so grateful to each one of you for all of your support. Let's dig right in and get into our agenda for today. So there will be 4 segments of our time together that align with the power pillars that Glenda just reviewed. And we hope that you'll find them fun and interactive, along with compelling special guests and thoughtful activities for us to engage in. Our party will end with a fun movement activity that Charlene will lead. And we will also have a few prize giveaways. So hopefully you're feeling lucky today. We'll close out with a toast to the launch of this movement and to each other at the end of the hour. And so please grab your favorite cocktail or mocktail. It's tea for me right now, so you can be ready. And then, as Rhea mentioned, for those who want to hang out for the after party a few minutes afterwards. We'd love to have you, since we're recording, share any feedback that perhaps we can use for future social media content or what have you, as you choose. But we really want to hear beyond that, just how your experience was and what we might be able to do to improve. So we have a lot of ground to cover, as you can see, but it wouldn't be a party without some party games. So I'd like to bring on the lovely and talented Jacquees Hargrove, who's going to introduce our first Empower Hour activity, and it's called the Masked Brand Woman.
Dun, dun, dun. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Kim. I am very excited to be here. And as you said, I am very excited to play some games to get you all energized and excited for what is to come. If you have ever seen The Masked Singer, what we are about to do is an extrapolation from what you do or what they do on that show. So what's going to happen is, over the course of our time together, we're going to give you clues throughout the hour to describe the brands of two popular women in society. And at the end, you will, at your best, guess who those two women are based off the clues and the women that most closely resemble this brand. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the first two clues. Again, one clue is for one woman, and the second is for these other women. The first clue for our masked brand woman number one is she has been ranked highly on the Forbes list of most powerful women. For our second masked brand woman, her clue is she is often seen on the job in her favorite color, yellow. Take a second to check out these clues. We will share them again, but I hope you're starting to get a good idea of who both of the masked brand women might be. I will be back later to chat more with you in a little bit, but I'm going to pass it on over to Rita.
Thanks, Jacquees. And ladies, again, this is our on-brand Empower Hour. As Glenda and Kim have both shared, to become an on-brand woman, we're on purpose, we're on fire, and we're on brand. And so we're going to jump into some content this evening. And first power pillar is courage. During this segment, we'd like to focus on you, our on-brand community, by highlighting stories, voices, and experiences of actual women in our on-brand community. I mentioned earlier that we want to stay engaged with you all. We're going to give you your first opportunity to send us some content that you may have. Barbara got to us from a share. I know I jumped in and introduced her already, but Barbara got to us from a share, and we invite you to do the same. And so if you'd like to share poems, spoken words, songs, a wonderful recipe, book excerpts, or spotlights on social issues impacting women, please connect with us. thrive@onbrandwomen.com. We'll throw the email address in the chat so you have it for later reference. But okay, so I let it go a little early. I'm excited to have as our first guest, Barbara Allen, who's going to share some highlights and perspectives on an important area of her work, cultivating belonging, and how important it is for women to have spaces for community and inclusion. Barbara celebrates the joyful connections between inclusion and leadership in all that she does. For over 21 years, she's served Columbus State Community College in many different capacities, and she's been an improvising artist and educator for over 12 years as a founding member of both Columbus Unscripted and Sassy Do Improv. She especially loves working closely with students, staff, and faculty to build community. Barbara, welcome to the Empower Hour. We'll let you take it from here.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, what an honor to be with all of you. And thank you to Kim and Glenda and the entire team for including me today. I have been in your care before many times, and the generosity of spirit and ideas and the radical support is just amazing. So I'm so honored, and I know that this is the beginning of many wonderful meetings. So thank you for the invitation, and congrats to all of you. And hello, everyone. It's good to see some familiar friends and faces. I've actually started the timer because I have a big mouth, so I don't want to take the whole hour. So I'm on a timer. No need for a hook. I'll hook myself. But and thank you so much for the invitation. I mean, really, what we're really talking about today is courage, and sort of as Kim and I were talking, and Glenda, this connection between courage, connection, and belonging, about what does it take to feel present? What does it take as women who are doing a million things, a million great things? What does it take to be in the actual moment? And I think that that's something for me, both as a leader in the community college realm, and as an improvising artist, and just as a human being, I've thought about a lot. What does it mean? What does it take? And I'd invite you to think about it right now with either raising your hand or putting something in the chat. What does it take to be here now? And when I say that, is thinking about what does it take to be in the present. We often are thinking about what's to come or what has been, or assigning meaning to behaviors that have happened before, or anticipating what's next. But there's really great value to being in the present, and especially dedicating this time and this hour to be here now. So I just ask if people want to say, what does it take to be here now? Breath work, right? An inner focus. It takes a lot. For Dr. Renee says, right? It's a commitment to ourselves, much like Glenda and Kim had shared earlier. And how do we free that time? How do we make that space for each other and for ourselves, and put ourselves, have the courage to put our dreams and our goals at front and center? When we're in the present, the willingness, Stephanie shares the willingness, right? Because when we do that, we change the whole dynamic. So sort of just move into an exercise to get us prepared for this beautiful hour. I asked this question, and I heard this on a wonderful radio program on National Public Radio called On Being by Krista Tippett. It's a great program that talks about spirituality and being in the present. And the question she asked is, how are you? Now, what do you usually say when people say, how are you? You can put it in the comments here or say it out loud. What do we usually say? I'm fine. I'm fine. What else?
I'm fine.
I'm
It's
fine.
Everything's
It's fine. What else? I'm doing well. Are we just saying that? What else do we say? I'm busy. I'm living the dream. I got a million things. I'm still here. I like that, Shirley. I'm still here. On some days, that is the truth, right? I'm blessed. I like that. Yes, trustee shares, I'm blessed. So we often answer this, if you can kind of go with it, in a robotic fashion, right? We don't really dig into what we're feeling. We don't dig into our own selves. We answer. And then have you ever had anyone say, I'm not doing well? And maybe we're so robotic that we don't even hear it. And they said, well, I really needed someone. Oh, well, gosh, I wish I was there for you. So I would ask you really right now, in our few minutes together, is to take a minute, breathe to yourself, and maybe jot it down for you. And then OnBrand journal, we need that, in an OnBrand journal, or a note to yourself. How are you? It's an honest response to yourself. How are you in this very moment as you breathe in? I can start. I'm a little anxious, but also excited, because I so admire this group and I want to do my best. So I'm feeling both the excitement of the moment and the honor to be a little anxious with that. We heard stressed. We heard I'm okay. I heard mentally exhausted. Exactly. Being honest with ourselves. A couple more. Maybe someone wants to say one out loud too. Anyone?
Yeah, if you want to speak out loud, you have to raise your hand.
Raise your hand. I'm sorry.
Dawn is the master of the mute button.
Tired. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a great exercise to do with yourself or others. Renee's raising her hand.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Yes, right. And when we can name it, we can begin to have conversations about it. When we're honest with ourselves, when we're not in role, when we're thinking about being mother, champion, friend, caregiver, anything that we are, a leader, it's hard for us to get down to that little nugget inside, to unlock that key and really ask ourselves how we're doing. And then finding a friend or finding someone that you can be in dialogue with. Because when we have this how are you invitation, we are really, like Kim and Glenda had asked us to talk about, is you're creating places of belonging. And belonging are spaces where we co-create together, where people feel they can be their authentic selves, where they can listen and they be listened to, they can affirm others, as we've done already today, or be affirmed. or they can witness, bearing witness to another person's journey, or having yours seen as well. Those are all conditions that create psychological safety. And that's really at the core of belonging. And if we think to the times that we're in now, that's the great invitation, is where can we make these purposeful conversations or spaces? And this is a great one to put on your calendar and think about, how am I co-creating belonging? Because I love this quote: friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, "What, you too? I thought I was the only one." And if we look around, just to end here, final quote I was reading on the Aspen Institute by David Brooks noted that about 54% of adults feel they have no one else to talk to, that we're having this crisis of communication. So an intentional communication to create belonging is greatly valued. So I appreciate the time to be in community with you and thinking about courage and belonging. And I thank you all. And thanks for exhausted but excited. I think that's my go-to. So thank you all. Thanks for having a few minutes to talk about courage.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yes.
Thank you, Barbara. That was so on point with what this hour is about. You really helped us see courage through a lens of saying yes to ourselves, saying yes to building a community so that we have safe places to be ourselves, to be encouraged, and to be encouraging to another. And so we're going to move on to our next power pillar, and that's going to focus on confidence. And during this segment, we'll interview on-brand women in our community and celebrate their authentic journeys. Today, we're going to be spotlighting a woman to watch, Gina Betty from the Akron, Ohio area. Kim, would you do the honors of introducing our guest?
Absolutely. So delighted to have Gina here with us. And Dawn, I think you may need to unmute her so she can be able to speak. Gina is going to participate in our segment where we're highlighting women who are living authentically and with confidence. She is a seasoned financial advisor with Edward Jones, and she currently serves as a board member of North Coast Job Seekers Limitless Ambition. In addition to her leadership roles, she also volunteers and advocates for Coakley Community Outreach, Stewart's Caring Place, and Birth Care of Medina, Ohio. As Gina and I were talking and thinking about a good way to frame this discussion, it occurred to me that it would be helpful to share some of her experience. I know, Gina, you're in a very demanding profession. You're also pursuing multiple levels of service in your community. Tell us how you're living authentically right now as you walk out your personal and professional life. And also say hi, too. I just jumped right in.
Thank you so much, Kim, Glenda, and everyone for being here. I'm so excited. I didn't always live an authentic or confident life. The world of finance, it's a man's world, and I am not a man. So there was a lot of barriers in that, and just life in general. Even right now, talking about myself, how many of you were told as a young girl, don't talk about yourself too much? It happens, and you lose your light in a lot of cases. So the key elements that I've found through trial and error that make me me are my need and love for connecting with people and the community. I'm a very routine oriented person. I like structure and planning. I'm independent. I can be very successful that route, but I love the collaboration and hive mentality. And the hive mentality is not a clue, but I have a feeling maybe I know some of the women that are in the game, hopefully. And I'm also an external processor. So writing things down, talking out loud, talking with other people, that's how I function and really know how to take my next step.
That's awesome. You know, so many of the points you shared resonate with me. The planning dynamic is essential, but I thought it was really intriguing how you talked about right at the outset how we're often invited to kind of limit ourselves a little bit as women, as young girls, and then how does that manifest as we go forward?
Oh, absolutely. And really evaluating your belief systems was something that helped me tremendously. A lot of the beliefs I had were limiting. They weren't mine at all. They were other people's influence in the environment. So really nailing down what my values are, my values, not what I'm told to value from society. What gives me my strength? And that's a process. And OnBrand Women, I'm so grateful for this group because this is where we can explore together. And it's not a journey that you have to take by yourself. As we evolve in life and through our careers and personal lives, we're going to have to reevaluate more than once, and that's okay. We have to give ourselves permission to do that and grace. We are all human beings. We are all women here, and we're going to have our ups and downs, and that's just part of it. One really, I guess, several things that align with my authentic life being in the financial field is I don't really stick to the norms. When I wear a suit, if I wear a suit, I like to meet people where they are. They are all colorful. I don't even own a black suit. I have purple, blues, grays, pinks.
I need to come check out your closet because I've got black, brown, gray.
No, I love bold patterns. I love color.
It sounds like Glenda.
A woman after my own heart, Gina.
Yes. I'm going to show up as myself. For a lot of years, especially early on in my career, I was told how I had to wear my hair. It was too greasy. It needed to be pulled back. I was told what clothes I had to wear, how I had to speak, what I needed to do or say. I'm not doing that anymore. It's challenging. Don't get me wrong. And in some environments, you don't feel you have that choice. But those environments are pushing you out either way. And you really need to take charge of your own life and own who you are across the board. Everything in your day-to-day needs to align with your values. So that's the biggest message. And it's hard because a lot of things you're still getting that pressure and that influence, or you're not even sure if they're limiting beliefs or if you truly believe them. But if they're making you feel that you don't have that flame, that light, it's not for you.
Gina, one of the things that you said is giving yourself grace, and I thank you for saying that. That's something I have to often remind myself of. But Kim and I are really interested in supporting women well. So what's the intel out there? What are women talking about in your circles? And what are they saying they need for support?
Yeah. So a lot of the things that I'm hearing, and just to give you all a little bit of background, some of the nonprofits I'm in, it's strictly women and girls. We focus on bringing to the table in the forefront the encouragement, the education, the self-confidence, all of those skill sets that I didn't really have as a girl. I'm supposed to be a stay-at-home wife and mom. I was not supposed to have a career if I led that belief. So the women's circles that I'm hearing is very similar to the chat. Overwhelmed, exhausted, not knowing your own greatness. And as I mentioned, not really knowing your own belief. And that was from my own experience. So all of these things, feeling lost. A lot of women are having to make a seat at the table because there's not one for you. Yes. Breaking ceilings. Those are all things that I'm hearing from other women of all ages, whether it is in the professional setting or even in family settings. It is a place where there's resistance, and having groups like this are so impactful and important. One thing absolutely, like I said, that helped me was evaluating my values. And how I did that was writing down 100 goals. Now, I know that sounds crazy.
Wow.
We can raise our glass to that one. It is a little crazy, but it doesn't have to be big goals. It could be even making your bed every morning, or traveling, or trying a new restaurant. That really, when you have it on paper, you're not questioning yourself, because you may not do all those things. So there's no limitations, but it really helps you see the themes. If faith is important to you, are you living your life in that lane of faith? If building a business is important to you, are you taking action to do that? So really
Absolutely.
knowing and having a strong foundation.
Absolutely. And that's what we are just delighted to have women like you on board with us for, and on this on-brand journey. Our collective wisdom is going to make a difference. We can hold one another accountable and stay on purpose. I'm just really thankful that you came on today. We have our next power pillar will focus on our segment will focus on purpose, and then the other on impact. So those two correlate so closely. And let's thank Gina for coming. We are going to move directly into exactly what you were talking about. Gina, you are a force in your own right there in Ohio. Many
Thank
awards.
you.
I know you just recently were awarded a great honor. And so thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Before we get going, though, we are going to have our second Mass Brand Woman clue. Jack, please take it away.
Whoop, whoop. It's our time, ladies. All right. Yeah, first and foremost, if you need a recap, we will be giving some of those clues again. But for our second set of clues for Mass Brand Woman number 1, this woman has served in prominent leadership roles for several decades. And our Mass Brand Woman number 2, her favorite son is William, and her favorite daughter is Kirby. Hopefully this helps and you're getting some ideas. Keep thinking on it, and we'll provide one final clue during our next segment. Rhea, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Thank you, Jacquees. So as Kim mentioned, our next 2 segments will focus on the final 2 power pillars, purpose and impact. And then we'll also have a brief bulletin update about what's upcoming and in the works for the OnBrand Women community. Glenda, why don't you cue up our purpose segment?
No problem, Rhea. As Gina spoke about so well, and as Kim alluded to, in this segment, we want to shine a spotlight on purpose. I sometimes like to think of purpose as that thing that keeps me awake at night, because I'm trying to find a way to give it more time and attention, or that dream that I keep tucking away, or just always finding it on the back burner, or even that job or career that gets me up and excited because I can't wait to get there every day. So I believe that every person, every woman does have a God-given purpose. But one thing that we don't think about is that we only have one life to achieve it. So for us as women, I think we need to take a more firm stance about our dreams by letting everyone know my time is now. As women, when we discover our purpose, our true north, it's really in that discovery that we can then be intentional about creating and leaving a legacy. So ladies, this segment is about you. It's an opportunity for you to pour into each other, your thoughts, your perspectives, and experiences. This is your time to share what's on your mind, the good, the bad, your victories, your defeats. And as we think about purpose, I hope you don't mind me taking a little inspiration from the late, great Chadwick Boseman, especially on this weekend of the box office release of the Black Panther sequel. As we honor his very powerful brand and legacy, Chadwick reminded us in a commencement speech that he delivered at Howard University that our struggles throughout life are meant to shape us for our purpose. I think both Kim and I can attest to this down through the years, and probably some of you too. So ladies, let's do some pouring in together. For this next activity, I'll turn it over to our chief cheerleader, Jacquees, to set the stage.
All right, thank you, Glenda. All right, ladies, this is how our next activity is going to work. We're going to be using a word cloud platform called Mentimeter, which you should see on your screen. Some of you are probably familiar with Mentimeter, but for those of you who are not, it's very easy for us all to use. In a second, you should receive in the chat, I know it was just dropped, but you should see a link that will take you directly to Mentimeter in the Zoom chat. So if you can, take a second and find that link. And once you do, I would like for you to begin to enter your response to the question posed and then hit submit. This month, ladies, our purpose question is celebrate yourself. Name something that you are currently doing that aligns with your dreams and your purpose. Ladies, this is really your time to pour in. This something that we're talking about could be personal, it could be professional, or it could just be something that you aspire to achieve. Please note though, as you are being open and honest, and we appreciate you, your submissions are anonymous, but we're asking you to help us build a purpose word cloud by submitting your responses. Already, I see something here as far as meditating being a piece of their daily routine that aligns with their dreams and purpose. Thank you, ladies. I'm seeing self-awareness. I'm also seeing dancing. That's one of mine. That's one of the things I like to do on a daily basis to keep me connected to my purpose. I love the answers that you all are sharing. Please continue to drop in your responses. We are also going to be transitioning to another part of the presentation. So as you are writing your responses, thank you for your patience as we get the next piece up. This is also my
Glenda, can you switch over to the Mentimeter? Those are all of our notes, everybody. Just we've been working hard. There you go.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, we still have some more responses coming in. If I may, I'm going to ask if anyone would like to come off mute or raise your hand just to share something that you put. You are more than welcome to. If not, that is okay. You can also use the chat. You all have been using the chat in a very lovely and supportive way. So continue to do that as well. This is also my chance to plug, if you have not already started following us on social media, please take a chance or a moment to follow us at OnBrand Women on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also see this word cloud as one of our future posts. So we thank you again for adding your comments. I see starting a nonprofit. I love it. Getting new music, eating better. That should be, yes, but I'm gonna keep praying about it. Slowing down. I love the sister that shared that because that is a big one. Sometimes, as stated, we as women take on a lot. But when you're talking about your dreams and your purpose, it is also very important to slow down and take care of yourself. All of these are really great. So thank you awesome. For adding these. We're going to keep this excitement going.
Yes.
Is it time for me?
It's time for another clue.
Yep, you thought you got rid of me, but I'm back, baby. So it's now time for your math friend.
Yep, wait a minute. Let me get it right. And we'll go back to the presentation. All right, there may be like a 20-second delay, give or take.
well, this is just be fun for my visual. Once you can see the screen, just hit a little raise the roof, for a little participation.
And then we'll all know.
I'm floating through the screen. I'm waiting. Okay, I should see some. There we go. I see Terry. I see Lon. There we go. There we go. All right, ladies. If you have been jotting these down, this is the next chance. This is our third and final clue. So this will be the last one to help you guess right. That first clue for the mass brand woman number 1 is she loves California and can be found on most days spending time with Chuck. I know a Chuck too. Mass brand woman number 2. She can be seen most weekday mornings hanging out with Tony and Nate. Tony and Nate. Oh, I think Terry said we got some people guessing. Please continue to ponder over it. At the end, we will get your guesses, but until then, I'm going to turn it back over to Glenda to introduce our fourth and final power pillar.
Unmute yourself, Glenda. Shake your head if you are not able to. Oh, there you are. Okay. You just remuted.
There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Yes, our final power pillar, our final pillar is focused on impact. So what is impact? The definition says it's creating a strong influence or powerful effect, but I spoke earlier about us women becoming the next influencers in our families, our circles, our communities, and on our jobs. The truth is, we all are leaving some kind of impression wherever we go. The real question is, though, are we making an impact? And the other question is, what type of impressions are we leaving? So let's be honest, we always have to think about that. So ladies, are you really satisfied with what you're putting out in the world? Is it good, positive energy, creative, uplifting? Is it in some way providing service to others? Or are the impressions you're leaving, tired, weak, drama-filled, or inauthentic? It's interesting that my sister shared with me an ad that came across her social media that asked, what doormat would you put at your front door? And it gave a list of options. And one of the doormats that really caught my attention read, entering a real bleep show. So I won't ask you to raise your hand to see how many of you could at times place that doormat at the entrance of your home or some of your family gatherings or some of your places of employment or even at the foot of your physical and mental health. But as I think about lifting and elevating our brands, let's make sure that that doormat that we lay at the foot of our personal spaces are truly spreading love, light, and impact. So at this time, we want to move into our next activity, which involves speed branding. I'm going to turn it over to Kim.
Thank you, Glenda. We are really interested in understanding who is a part of our OnBrand Women community. We know that branding is important. All of you have exposure to it, certainly from a business standpoint. You know what that is. We're bombarded with those concepts all of the time. But taking the opportunity to think about, I invite you to take the opportunity to think about your own brand and really beginning to recognize that each of us as women carries a brand with us. It often precedes us. It also speaks for us when we enter a room or when we engage with others, even when we're silent. This is how you represent yourself. It is the unique combination of skills and experience and personality that the world sees. And within our OnBrand Women community, we have such a rich tapestry of women represented, certainly here on this call, but even more broadly. And we'd like to gather in the chat, if you have an opportunity, to answer a few questions for us. We are going to take them. We're not going to do it right now in the interest of time, but we're going to take them and create in the same way a Mentimeter word cloud. So around speed branding, but there are a few questions that I'd like you to answer in the chat. We'll start this way. I think we're going to pass on the Mentimeter right now, Glenda, in the interest of time. So what's your favorite color? Your favorite animal? Ooh, orange, 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 blue, red, very nice. And animals, put the animals in there. I'm fairly newly married and I've inherited a dog. His name is Teddy. Well, not inherited. The husband came with the dog. It's Teddy. I love Teddy. We're working on it. Tiffany, we're working on it. Favorite music genre? Anybody have a favorite music genre they want to put in there? Favorite pastime or hobby? 70s soul. Oh, wow. Neo soul. Gospel. Nice. Pastimes. Favorite pastimes? Reading. Barbara put in improv. Sleeping. Yes, Keisha. Maya, cooking, very nice. Bass guitar, awesome. And then don't forget your city of residence, please. We'd love to be able to see in our word cloud that we'll share back out all of the different cities that are represented here. The very last thing that I'll invite you to put in the chat is an adjective that a friend might use to describe you. So not your adjective. What might a friend say about you? All of those things tie into your personal brand, and then certainly more broadly into the OnBrand Women community that we are building right now. Thank you for sharing color, animal, music genre, hobby, city of residence, and an adjective that a friend might use to describe you. These are great. Watching crime scenes on Criminal Minds. Okay. As we move towards the next and final segments of our meeting, I want to highlight a few things that are coming up on deck very soon and really invite your engagement in those spaces. We have a Clarity and Impact course, which will be coming out and released. Registration will open on Black Friday. We'll have an early bird special for 15% off of the Clarity and Impact course. And it is really an opportunity to participate in a 2-day virtual course to help you find clarity about your life goals and support and tools and resources to restore the drive and insight and excitement in your life. There's more information about that on our website, so please stay tuned. We will be making more announcements about that soon. In addition, in April, we will be starting a quarterly subscription box opportunity. We're calling it the OnBrand box, just keeping it simple, but it will be an opportunity for you to dial in quarter over quarter, get a box mailed right to your front doorstep that has great resources for seasonal accessories, small group activities, the book of the quarter, and also branded gear. We will focus on 4 core areas of a woman's life: health and wellness, career and wealth, style and presence, family, and home. In the summer, we will release an OnBrand Woman planner. People who know me know that I love my planners and journals. We're actually going to issue an OnBrand Women planner and make it available in summer of 23 and host planning workshops around time management. A few more items. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter on our website and follow us on social media. OnBrand Women gear is coming soon. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got an OnBrand Women t-shirt on here. And the final thing that we are really excited about is our first podcast episode is coming late this month, Living on Brand with Kim and Glenda. So and if you know me, if you know Glenda, we're kind of like frick and frack, yin and yang a little bit. And so it's a fun conversation, but primarily we intend to keep bringing women into the conversation to highlight them. So more on that coming soon. One final thing, it is time. Uh-oh. Got a little feedback. All right. Let me make sure something happened. Let's go to our Mask Brand Woman reveal.
Well, ladies, the time has come. You all received 3 clues for each woman. Clues that hopefully gave you some light into the brands of these 2 women. Again, just as a reminder, the first Mask Brand #1, her clues were she's been ranked highly on the Forbes list of most powerful women. This woman has also served in prominent leadership roles for several decades. She loves California and can be seen most days hanging out with Chuck. And our second Mask Brand woman, she's often seen on the job in her favorite color, yellow. Her favorite son is William, and her favorite daughter is Kirby. And she can be seen most weekday mornings hanging out with Tony and Nate. All right, now it's time to put your guesses in the chat. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we got Miss Maya dropping our first few. Okay, I see some guesses going left, going right. All right. Okay, I do see some folks with some answers. Can I get a collective drum roll from where you are, ladies?
All right.
Kim, go ahead and reveal.
You ready?
Our Mask Brand women are Nancy Pelosi and Gail King, and we had some with some correct answers. Indeed, indeed. Thank you all. I definitely saw a couple people had, I see Lauren had the exact answer. I do believe Barbara did as well. I saw a lot of Kamala Harris, which is beautiful guess.
She's also from California. Yeah.
And is another woman with a strong brand. So I really appreciate you all for sharing these. Again, these women have strong brands that speak for them as women. We're very excited to have you all here as you continue to uplift and highlight your own brand. Thank you for playing. And I'm going to turn it back over to Glenda and Kim to lead us through our prize giveaway.
It's that time. We're excited. We are so grateful for each and every one of you that showed up today in support of our Empower Hour launch. And so as an expression of gratitude, we're going to give away 2 t-shirts and 1 free Clarity and Impact course. So the first is the t-shirts. And what we'd like to do is raise your hand if your birthday is either today or within a very close few days of today. So yesterday, tomorrow, maybe. Okay, Bella, this Friday.
Bella said this Friday.
Okay, little while coming up. Anybody with a birthday closer than this Friday? Oh,
And Debbie S said Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I think those are our 2 winners.
All right. And then for the Clarity and Impact course, who has the birthday closest to January 29th? That is going to be the date of our very first class. So January 29th. Terry, January 13th. Yes. Getting close.
Any other takers?
Karna has her hand. I can't see. Can you drop your
Karna.
Melody said January 31st.
Oh, 31st, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so that's closer to I know Karna. Karna's birthday is, yeah. The 31st has you beat, Karna. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, Karna, your birthday is the 21st, isn't it?
I got to go back to that screen. No, it's the 23rd. I need you to know this.
I know. I've been friends with Karna since college, you guys. So so who said the 31st? They're the winner. Who was that?
I think it was Melody.
I've lost it.
That would be Melody.
Melody. Yay, Melody, come. You get a free Clarity and Impact course. Woo, woo.
Yay.
So if for the two that were awarded the t-shirt, please send an email to thrive@onbrandwomen.com with your women's cut t-shirt sizes, and we will begin corresponding with you to get you those. And then Melody, please email us thrive@onbrandwomen.com your address and your mailing address, and we will get with you to get all registered. How exciting. All right, Glenda, do you want to take us to Charlene?
Yes, so we're heading to the finish line, ladies. We couldn't let you go without spending a few minutes on wellness. So it's time to rise up. This is a segment where we all can participate. As we know, it's very important for women to stay active, to move, to keep our physical and mental health a priority. And there's this new international line dance challenge called Jerusalema. It's been performed everywhere: Australia, Mexico, the US, Italy, the Caribbeans. So at this time, I'm going to turn the floor over to Charlene, our Chief Movement Coach. Ladies, please turn on your cameras if you haven't, because this is going to be a lot of fun. Charlene, let's start stepping.
All right, great afternoon, everyone. So for an effort of time, we're going to jump right in. Like Glenda said, my name is Charlene Lucille Tolbert, and I am so excited to be here today for this OnBrand Women virtual launch party. It has been amazing, but for an effort of time, I'm your dedicated Rise Up coach. The pretty cool thing about this, you can do it in your seat, or if you want to rise up to your feet, you can do that as well. Enjoy your space. I'm going to move back a little bit. We're going to warm up a little bit, and we're going to jump right in. By a show of hands, how many people have done this line dance, Jerusalema? I'm looking. I see one. Do I see another? Okay. Well, I'm going to back up a little bit, and we're going to jump right in. All right. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Thumbs up. All right, we're going to just start moving, getting our body flowing. Remembering, everybody, the importance of fitness is that you can do it anywhere, at any time. You don't need a lot of space. You don't even need any equipment. With that, listen to your body. Move the way you feel comfortable. With that being said, let's just march in place. I can see you guys. I see some marching in place. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to stop right there. We're going to take some deep breaths. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, and we're going to raise our arms. Remember, do what's comfortable for you. Breathe in, raise our arms. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Exhale. Let's breathe in again. Deep breath. Breathe in. And exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in deep. Oh, that's so beautiful. Exhale 1 more time. Breathe in and exhale. We're going to do one more thing because I believe I had Angela back the arm. So we're going to just do some bicep curls. But when you do this bicep curl, act like you have a weight. Come on, ladies. That's 2. Oh, that looks so beautiful. All right, we should be a little bit warm. So we are going to learn the Jerusalema line dance for those who don't know. It is a 4 count. Everything we do is going to be 4 count. So you'll see me kind of snapping and going to the left. We're going to practice 2 times, and then I'm going to put the music on. Thumbs up. Are we ready? We ready? All right. We're going to start to the left. So we're just going to step 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it back. And I want you to be sexy. Take it back. 2, 3, 4. Up, right, back, middle. Put your leg up, left, back, middle, kick, 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 kick. All right, let's do that again. So when we go up to the right, go back to the middle, up to the left, go back to the middle. All right, we're ready? We're gonna pick it up a little bit. We're gonna start with your left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right. 2, 3, 4. Take it back. 2, 3, 4. Up, right, back, middle, up, left, back, middle, kick, 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 kick. We got it. Everybody looks great. I am going to start the music and we're going to do this twice. Are we ready? Let's go. All right, let's play the music. Can everybody hear? All right, are we ready?
A little louder.
All right, we're going to start this in 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left. 2, 3, 4. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, right, back, middle. Up, left, back, middle. Kick, 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 kick. We're going to do it again twice. And that's going to be it. A little bit back. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Take it back, take it back, take it back, to the left. Up, right, back, middle, up, left, back, middle, kick, 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 kick. One more time and left kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it back. 2, 3, 4. Up, right, back, middle, up, left, back, middle, kick, 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 kick. We did it. I hope we all
That was
had an
awesome.
amazing
Thank
time.
you.
I would love to do it more, but time is up. So back to Rio.
Thanks, Charlene. That was awesome.
I literally was getting ready to send in the chat. I feel the heat even in my seat. Charlene, that was fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all, what an incredible Empower Hour this has been. So much love, expression, light and support, fun, movement, and some learnings. And it's that time in our hour when we affirm one another. We're going to bring it to an end. I told you all at the top of the call, have your cocktail or your mocktail, your drink of choice. And it's about time for our OnBrand Women community toast. Please get your glass in hand. And with your other hand, if you wouldn't mind, tapping in the chat an accomplishment or an affirmation that you'd like to toast yourself for this month. It could be that you brought yourself here. It could be that you have decided to stay in your light. Whatever you would like to affirm for yourself, there is no measure of size or impact as long as it touches your heart as your work done well. So please share some. Yes, we are built for this. Please share a few. Dawn may unmute us here in just a second. Living with intentionality. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Cheers. Got a great performance review at work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are enough. We are all each enough. 10 days of exercise. Yes, ma'am. Let's get bigger. Let's get bigger. Let's get brave. Yes. Being present. Yes.
Fitting
Well, so
into
thank
a couple
you all.
of suits. That's always wonderful. That's wonderful when you can fit clothes. You don't have to buy anymore.
And so, ladies, let's grab our mocktails, our cocktails, and let's get ready for that toast. As we pause today from the busyness of our lives to celebrate the virtual launch of OnBrand Women and to participate in what we hope will be the first of many OnBrand Women Empower Hours, we salute the power of the pause that has allowed this community of women to come together, to share our collective voices, to embrace the importance of belonging, and to get in some healthy steps and just have some fun. So community, we raise our glasses to the launch of the OnBrand Women platform and the warm hug of this supportive community. Cheers to the work so vital to uplifting and transforming our beautiful lives for purpose and impact. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
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 Awesome. We want to just end with a call to action for this beautiful OnBrand Women community. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep saying yes to yourself. Bring a friend to the next Empower Hour, which we will make sure you all know about. That will be coming in January. It'll be the second Sunday in January. I believe that is the 8th, but someone can correct me on that. Spread the word across social media. Our fabulous social media manager, Avi, is on the line here today. So delighted that she's here, fresh from a trip from Hawaii. And so she definitely wants us to lean into social media and make sure that you spread the word.
Ladies, we also want you to encourage others to join this movement. It's a powerful space for us to share, to encourage, and to be enlightened by each other. And then we want you to remember to keep saying yes to yourself. Thank you for joining. That's the close of our OnBrand Empower Hour. However, I would like to invite anyone who'd like to open their mics and leave any video feedback that you would like. Also, you can email us any feedback at thrive@onbrandwoman.com.
That's great.
Again,
Thanks, everybody.
thrive@onbrandwoman.com.
If you have to run, that's fine. If you want to hang on, that's fine. We'll get Dawn to unmute you and we'll hang out for about another 5 minutes or so and be on our way. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening and a fabulous start to the week. Wow. Karna, you're already unmuted. Would you like to say something? Hello.
This was wonderful. This was really good. I enjoyed this. I was not prepared. I was running late, and I'm sorry, ladies, but I'm so glad I went ahead and did this. I want to do more.
Awesome. Thank you, Karna.
Thank you for your feedback.
Yes. Do I need to, Dawn, just unmute people?
I think we can probably unmute everyone at this point. Yep.
I've been trying to unmute, but.
Carmelita, I see you. Hi.
Hello, ladies. Awesome job. Woohoo.
Hey, Avi. Bella, you're still here. Maya.
Hey ladies, I'm sorry I was running late too, but first and foremost, I miss y'all so much. The group is back. I just want to say that this was everything today. Past Bishop Jakes was talking about that God is going to bring the people to you, the network and everything. And so you have always been that for me. But just creating this opportunity to continue in that space. So just know that this is blessed. This is anointing work that you all are doing. And so I speak nothing but love and light and sisterhood to each of you. And very much looking forward to taking the courses, to getting the classes, to the podcast. It's going to be a really great time. So congratulations, ladies. So happy for you all.
Thank you, Maya.
Thanks, Maya. Love and miss you.
Hey, Bella.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I just want to say first, congratulations to you guys. This is amazing that you guys have put this together. I'm so glad to be. Thank you, Kim, for inviting me to this. I had a great time and this was exactly what I needed. It's been a crazy last couple of weeks, specifically from work. So I think this was just very empowering and just really great. So I'm so proud of you guys for just putting this together. And I definitely look forward to being a part of it and inviting other people to join. So congratulations. This is really cool.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you, Bella.
Stephanie, I see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Man, I love the energy that just exuded through everybody on this call today. I love how you laid it out, the games, the interactiveness, the encouragement. This was just amazing. I had no idea what to expect. But I can't, I'm like, no, we're not having one in December.
We just might do a pop-up. We might do a pop-up.
Okay, I'll wait till January if I have to, but I'm definitely going to invite some people to be a part of this. This is really awesome. Thank you guys so much for even the thought. I thank God for planting the seed in you all to make this and bring this to fruition. So thank you so much. And Kim, thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. Who else? Anybody else? Gina, thank you. You were great. Shirley.
I'm so honored to be here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Shirley, I see you.
Hey, and I see you too, Kim. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This is exactly what I need at this point in my life, and it helps prepare me for the week ahead. So thank you so much for just this platform for us to have these authentic discussions. And it's really, it's really something that's, I feel it's going to be healing for me. I feel something manifesting in me. So thank you for your vision and bringing this forth.
Thank you. So glad to have you here. Janita, Miss Anderson, I see you. Do we need to unmute her?
I'm sorry, I am here. I've been here. Unfortunately, I had to take care of some business in between, so I've been listening in and out.
That's fine.
I kudos to everyone, especially my girl Glenda. Thank you for your presentation, for the vast information. I did record it because I do need to go back and listen and reabsorb, but thank you. It's a great start for a great cause.
Thank you so
much.
Thank
you, Janita.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? All right. All right, ladies. We can wrap it up.
Well, happy Sunday. Love you all.
Yes.
Thank you.
I do want to say
Empower our team. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say thank you again to Gina and Barbara. I really appreciated the words you both shared. That was very good. And it allowed for such great dialogue in the chat too. So just thank you again.
Yeah, you both were awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
You both were amazing.
See y'all later.
Thank you. Empower our team.
Yes.
All right now. Love you all. Have a great week.
Onward.
Onward.
Hashtag say yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Charlene.